Along with gambling, Las Vegas is known for its nightlife, where shows always promise something extra, a certain magic. Today, that magic often comes in the form of indoor or close proximity fireworks.
The ability to produce a fireworks effect in a space that nobody could possibly expect is always startling. When you're watching a show that's a mile away, that's one thing. When suddenly it's in your lap and you're still okay, that is a real thrill.
Luxor Hotel and Casino is an entertainment palace fit for a pharaoh. Luxor features an enticing array of entertainment, including the new age circus variety show Imagine, that packs a few fiery surprises. So they don't pose a threat to performers, the show's pyro devices are precisely labeled with height and width specifications. This allows technicians to safely position these close proximity fireworks. Fire marshals inspecting the set simply refer to the labels and then get out their yardsticks. Chemical ingredients are also often included on the labels.
Nobody cares if you put a little lead in the air outdoors, or a little arsenic, or a little of whatever. Indoors, however, the people are going to have to breathe the air that the show took place in. And our goal has basically been to make sure that when you leave the show, the air in the building is no worse than what you drive through to get there.
Next door to the Luxor, the theme at the Excalibur Hotel and Casino is medieval times, and in keeping, their show is a gala pageant of knights and damsels, jousting and jesters, magic, and pyro.
In the Excalibur show, you're dealing with animals, and so you have to put in effects that, won't scare the animals and are not only safe around the animals, but you've got a large cast and you've got audience members that are relatively close to the arena, and so you have to take that into account when you're installing all the pyrotechnics. We're very careful to put in fireworks that produce low amount of smoke so that the smoke can be evacuated quickly after the show, so that as the patrons are leaving the arena, they're not enveloped in a big cloud of smoke as they walk out.
Huntsville, Alabama, historically an important center of rocketry and the U.S. program to explore outer space. Owens Crossroads, just outside Huntsville. In this bucolic setting, the Luna Tech Corporation makes its home. Since 1977, Luna Tech has made its reputation as the leading promoter and manufacturer of close proximity fireworks for indoor space. Endless research and development go into Luna Tech products to make them as safe and consistent as possible.
3, 2, 1, fire!
But as a self-avowed pyro, company founder Tom DeWilly also insists that they make you jump.
All children love fireworks, and I don't think the word children necessarily denotes age. I think fireworks bring out the child in all of us. I've never grown up, and I'll admit it. There are times that I'm frustrated. I can't think of anything. I just have to do something. So I go out in the backyard and have a pyro fix.
DeWilly claims that the mast they've had planted on the testing grounds is actually the world's tallest yardstick. Luna Tech uses it for measuring the height of their larger stage and arena pyro products. Making them so reliable starts with the right ingredients. Mixing is done remotely for safety reasons. Assembly of these gerbs, small fountain-like devices that produce an effusion of sparks, is all done by hand. Anything less than perfect doesn't make it to the end of the line. The brain of the pyro pack, as the total system is called, is the master controller firing device, also made on the premises. Luna Tech claims the beauty of the system is that it works every time.
When we first started the PyroPack system, we figured 100 firing systems would saturate the market. Indeed, it did saturate the market that existed. However, we generated a market we had absolutely no concept could happen. There's over 5,000 of the firing systems out there now. And that's incomprehensible. I never would have thought it.
Probably the last place you'd expect to see indoor fireworks is on a cruise ship. After all, some of the world's most notorious disasters have resulted from fires at sea, which have produced some of the most tightly restricted regulations of any industry.
Aboard ship, you have to deal with the Coast Guard naturally. You have to deal with Lloyd's of London, who insures most of the cruise ships, and it depends on where you're at in California, New York, Florida. Sometimes you have to deal with the local fire departments as well.
But now that close proximity fireworks have become more commonplace, most inspectors can just look at their labels and the setup and determine whether there is compliance on the spot.
People really don't expect to see fireworks, especially on a ship. They come, they expect to see your average show, like you see, kind of a humdrum, laid-back show, and then all of a sudden they've got explosions going off left and right. And it really blows them away just to see the expressions and the reactions of people's faces. I think pyrotechnics has a great deal to do with the crowd reaction and the energy in a room, because it adds another level, another dimension that they just don't expect. And especially for a finale, nothing really caps it better than to have like a huge waterfall of sparks, falling behind a bunch of dancers to really get a crowd up and actually on their feet. Usually sometimes they'll even get a standing ovation based on pyrotechnics.
Playing with fire is always dangerous. I've made a large effort to make fireworks safe for the world. If you give enough information, then they should be able to apply the product safely, dramatically. We make the pigments. It's up to them to paint the picture.
Proof of the achievement of Luna Tech's indoor fireworks is their 35% net trade surplus with Asia, the world's exporter of fireworks. Truly an American success story.